Hi, my name is Grayson Martin, and this is my marketing plan presentation. To start, I'm going to talk about why this project was undertaken. Is to prove what I learned in this course. Because it was online, I had to make sure that I was up on the assignments, and I have to understand what Storm Bowling's marketing plan was. Storm Bowling's marketing plan will be explained later in the presentation, but the reason I'm doing this presentation is to show what I've learned and how I've comprehended the course material over the course of the semester. To start, I'm going to talk about the situational analysis. The strengths of Storm Bowling were the industry leadership and brand loyalty. Basically, Storm Bowling is the kingpin of all bowling brands. They're acclaimed to have some of the best bowling equipment, but bowling balls specifically, they are the top of the line. This brings them in a lot of loyal customers and a lot of people that will specifically only purchase Storm brand bowling balls. Their weaknesses are it's a high price point with a niche market. So the bowling balls, since they're top of the line and the highest performance compared to all other bowling brands, that comes with a high price. And the bowling market is not a very large market overall compared to football, baseball, all other sports. There's not as many people going in bowling leagues and tournaments and stuff like that as compared to people that play basketball and need equipment for that. The opportunities that they have is the global expansion and the partnerships they can get with professional athletes. Bowling has become a huge sport in places like Japan. It's a huge part of their culture, and there's a lot of bowlers from Japan that will come and compete on the PBA Tour, and there's PBA Tour events in Japan, and that just opens up Storm's opportunity to market to those Japanese customers. They release Japanese specific bowling balls, so there's some overseas bowling balls that you can only get in Japan and in that region. You would have to have them shipped overseas to get them in America. Some of the best bowlers like Jason Belmonte and Anthony Simonson, those are the guys that are the top of the line. They're the best at the sport and have had the most success over their PBA careers, and they're sponsored by Storm, so they wear the Storm logo on their shirt. It just shows customers that Storm bowling products are the best that you can get and the best possible outcome you can get when you're purchasing bowling equipment. Storm Bowling Balls is a subgroup of its parent company, Storm Products Incorporated. So Storm Products Incorporated owns multiple different bowling brands like Roto-Grip, 900 Global, and Storm Bowling. So it's not just bowling balls that Storm Products creates, but the main focus of this presentation is the Storm Bowling balls. The threats to Storm Bowling is there's plenty of alternatives to bowling. Obviously, not everybody's going to be so serious about bowling, but there is a lot of different kinds of bowling that are becoming more popular over the years. There's duck pin bowling, which is a smaller version, candle pin, which has thinner pins, and those have become more popular in Europe. Also, one of the threats is mainly competition. There's different brands that are acclaimed to be very good, like Hammer and Motives, places like that. They're killing it in the game. Just Storm is still slightly above their performance. Moving on to marketing goals and objectives, the segmentation is demographically, they're looking at people that want to be in bowling leagues, bowl tournaments, mainly professionals. They can also segment behaviorally how people want to get their equipment. Like, are they the kind of person that wants to get the equipment right when it comes out? They want the top of the line stuff so they can play the top of the line prices. And then geographically, of course, would be places in Japan. They're going to segment different kinds of bowling balls and names of bowling balls to places in Japan compared to USA. They're targeting professional bowlers, serious amateur bowlers, and recreational bowlers. So all bowlers that have some sort of seriousness or want to compete in the sport. The positioning is they're the leader in performance. They provide the newest technology because there's a lot of science behind bowling, and they're a trusted brand for professionals as well. Their marketing strategy, they use the skimming price strategy, which maximizes short-term profits, and they target customers who desire the latest technology. They also use the market share and market penetration strategy. They offer affordable options for beginners so that they don't have to purchase the high performance stuff that's more expensive right off the bat. It kind of eases them into buying bowling equipment. And then they have competitive pricing with other brands. They are very expensive, but most other brands also have the $190 to $200 price range. And then their product differentiation and brand loyalty, they're identified as top of the line, and they have customers that exclusively will purchase only their products. Marketing implementations, they have PBA sponsorships. They'll host tournaments that are hosted by Storm, so they'll have commercials and ads during that. They're advertised at all bowling tournaments, youth tournaments included. I'm a collegiate bowler, so I see a lot of Storm logos around. They host youth bowling clinics, and then 15 plus new bowling balls are released every year, which is very important to the exclusivity because it's new technology and a different spin on each thing each time, so people feel like they have to have that thing. In conclusion, what would I do differently? I would establish a catchy motto or slogan like, you can't beat the Storm, which kind of would plant a seed in the mind of the customer. I would host Storm exclusive tournaments with only Storm equipment. And then I would capitalize more on the overseas market because Japan and Germany and Sweden are very big on bowling at the moment. Thank you.